Alright, here we go, Musta. Let's see what's going on. All I said is if you're backed, she could let wave push into her. Of course, when you got back. Alright, let's see. I think I fixed it, Voltage. I was just fast forwarding through the beginning of the game, so you didn't miss anything. Morgana had a redemption and sidestone? Yeah, redemption's pretty important. So, crucial here is that I burned her teleport early because she took a really bad trade. And here is when we start getting more into the waves. So, let's take a look at what happened. So, essentially, for the first two waves, against opponents that you beat level 1 and 2, like, usually you don't beat Fiora level 1 and 2, but this Fiora I could, because she played it poorly. So against opponents you beat level 1 and 2, you want to push the first two waves into your turret before this next wave comes. The reason for that being is if you let the wave stack and the third wave's coming and your wave's right here, if this Rek'Sai did blue to like wolves to red and then top, the wave would be right here. This is about the time the jungler would gank. That's why I put the ward right there. So, yeah, it's very important that if you're pushing in, that you push in the second wave all the way into turret before the third wave hits. Or your wave's going to be in a very shitty position. So that's the first part. So right now, I don't know where Rek'Sai is. I'm assuming, since he didn't show up on my ward already, that he's doing a full clear. But I can't know for certain. Maybe he's doing some weird route. So I'm just getting whatever CS I can, because I don't have much Fury. I'm trying to build up as much Fury as possible and heal up and stay full HP. And so I take a bad trade here, but the reason I take a bad trade is to get the cannon. The wave's pushing into me, so the health I lost, irrelevant, as long as I play it correctly. So now I keep playing safe, the wave's pushing into me. And we're going to get to the part where I think me and Musta had a miscommunication. And I'm going to take off the Fog of War, or I'm going to put Fog of War on. Alright, so the wave's slow pushing into me, so I'm just letting it push in. I'm going to farm it all up. So I get the CS and I E the Fiora, could spin damage in return for her Q auto. So that's fine. That's fine. Alright, so here's what happens. So the Fiora slow pushed the wave into the turret. This is when Fiora should back. Because Fiora is sitting on, let's see. Fiora is sitting on 641 gold. She can get a second Doran's, or she can get a longsword and a cloth armor, or boots and a cloth armor to like try to go rush for tabbies. So she has a couple options here. Yes, she should back here, and I said it in game as well, Musta. If you want to go back to my VOD. So that's when I said she should have backed, and I said it in game as well. And here's what I'm going to explain what I thought you meant, which is the miscommunication. So right here, I'm gonna stack a wave. I'm gonna stack 2 waves so I can slow push in the turret. That way I can use the wave advantage to push a big wave into her turret where Fiora can't freeze, and I get a free back. Since she technically should have had the free back there. But because she didn't back, she's gonna pop up here in a second. For whatever reason, she decided to stay, which is really bad. I punish her for it. So I said it immediately on stream. This is a mistake by Fiora. I'm like, why did she stay? Wait, he stayed?
As you wish.
He should have taken the free back right there. Maybe he's getting ganked? Guess we'll find out. Because what's going to happen now is I'm going to take my free back, and then I'm going to freeze with the item advantage. So the thing, what I'm thinking is that, let's take a look at the minimap. Is that she's getting a gank. Rek'Sai is just doing camps. He's chilling. So what I thought on stream was that if Fiora's getting a gank, she stayed because the jungler told her to. So I was like, alright, I need to play safe. I can't trade aggressively into this Fiora. I just need to clear waves and use my minion advantage and try to 2v1 if they come. That's my thinking. So I got a pretty big wave here, and I'm going to push this in the turret as quickly as possible. And so I'm not going to make the same mistake that the Fiora made. So I push this in, and I walk the wave into turret. That way she can't face tank the creeps. And then right here I back because I see she's not going to try to face tank it. And boom. The wave's pushed in, it's going to reset. Rek'Sai is ready to gank, but, you know, she's got a big wave to worry about. So she didn't reset. And so now here's what happens. Let me go back 15 seconds. Here's the part that some people don't get. When you push such a big wave into turret, here's what happens. The waves... Let me take off the fog of war for this. This wave is going to hit this wave. But it's going to be stopped by this mini wave since all these minions have to die before this minion wave can continue. And the wave's going to end up, instead of like in the middle, completely reset, it's going to end up right here. And the Fiora cannot freeze whatsoever. Because of where the wave position is, her next wave is going to hit this wave before my wave comes all the way up this lane and hits this. And so she has to slow push this in. But because she never backed, if you look at her items, I have a Vamp Scepter and Double Dagger versus just a Doran's Blade. And here's where I abuse. So what she's thinking is that she's going to slow push this into turret and get the same back that I just got. However, this is the punish. Because I know I have such a large item lead, I just fight her with no fury. And I want to get aggressive trades, and I want to trade into her while my Fervor of Battle is still active. So even though she's level 6, I'm level 5, I can fight her here. Because she's not in her minion wave, she's in mine. And, well, actually that looks pretty fucking cool. What the fuck is she doing? Alright, whatever. Yeah, so I can go for the all-in there, because, yeah. Even if she ults and I had taken the bad trade, I'm so close to my turret, I'm fine. But she's just trying to push the wave in, and I'm not letting her. And I have the item advantage, so I win the duel. What she could have done is try to Q back and flash. And then I wouldn't have been able to chase her. But regardless, even if she did that, I could have still frozen the wave, like I did. And her TP is almost up, but not quite yet. Oh wait, it is up. That's weird. It is up. Why didn't she TP? Or did she? Oh, yeah. The Fiora is stupid. I agree with you, Musta. The reason I called you bad in Bonobo is because I thought you said when I pushed the wave and walked into turret here that the Fiora could have frozen it. And that's why I thought you were just, like, wrong. But yeah, it's just misunderstanding. You good, Musta. Maybe you'll climb out of Plat Ela once you get your PC fixed, man. I wish you the best of luck with that, buddy. Anyways, you know, that's it. I freeze the wave and I win the game.